Okay, so this is another one of my videos. You pretty much know, if you watch my other videos, you know what I'm doing, but I always go through it. Um, I have a video, movie, which is from my collection. I used to collect movies, and I describe the movie as I'm watching it and make a podcast out of it. Okay, I don't give the title of the movie. The star of the movie is Andrew Garfield, I believe, right? Yeah. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to start from the very beginning where all the production credits are and that. Okay. Um, yeah, this is one of my dumber ideas, but you got to do dumb. Do dumb, people. Summit Entertainment, a Lionsgate company. Okay. There's another one here. There's a train, an old steam engine train driving down this bridge. Cross Creek Pictures. Cross Creek Pictures, it's called. That's two. Damaris. Damaris Film? Damaris Films? Something like that. That's three. Argent Pictures. That's four. Argent. And then it gives the title of the movie, which I'm not giving. Okay. A true story. A true story. It's a battlefield and there's all kinds of dead bodies. And it's like, it's in the old days. It's not recent war. And there's fire. People are getting burned, I guess, with a flamethrower. These guys are marching. They're taking a guy with a body on a stretcher. Guys taking a guy on a stretcher away from the fighting, I guess. There's fire. There's all kinds of fire. People are fighting. People are on fire. They're running and they're on fire at the same time. And they have guns. And the guys, an explosion just blew up and these guys go flying. There's a machine gun, one of those Gatling, well, not Gatling, but a big machine gun and then the guy just on fire. What? Lord is the everlasting God to the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary. His understanding no one can fathom. Fire. What do you call those? I can't. There's a voiceover. Flamethrower. Hope in the Lord or something to give him strength. Oh, Andrew Garfield's on the stretcher and he's hurt. They will run and not go weary, and they will walk and they will not be afraid. Hang on, they're saying to Andrew Garfield. Hang on. We're going to get you out of here. He's on a stretcher and his leg looks like it's been blown off. Not blown off, but injured. Now there's a Blue Ridge Mountains, Virginia. 17 years earlier. 16 years earlier. 16. There's a young boy. Desmond, he's saying. What? He says. Wait up. There's two boys. Catch up, he said. I got something to tell you. Two friends. Boys around 12 years old. Race you to the top and they start running. And the guy says, cheater, because he took a little head start. They're running through a field. Now there's a creek and they're running up rocks. And they're running up the creek. They're still running. They're going up a large rock now. Two boys. Want a hand? He says, I got it. And the young boy, they're both there and they're looking. Whoa, he's going to pretend to push him over. And he goes, no, I saved you. He goes, quit it. They're yelling, ah. They're looking over the ridge. Get away from that ridge, you damn fool kids. They pretend, they yell. These two adults are talking to the young kids. No, Hold on. There's the back of a man. And he's looking at all these cemetery uh, cemetery plots, headstones. Hugo Weaving. He's pouring a little bit of whiskey on some of the graves. And he's talking crap, like just stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. It's like I died with you. He's saying there's a row of. They all look the same. The headstones. I wish this world never existed, or something like that. Something smashes the glass bottle of whiskey, and he cut his hand. That's all I got for you today, he says. He wraps his hand up with a what do you call that? A napkin, like a handkerchief. Now the two boys are just wrestling, and the father comes over. They're fighting, and one kid's on top of the other. The older man, sits on the porch. Block with your right. Stop it, he says. Stop it, the mother says. What are they fighting about? Why stop him? I'll just whip the one that wins. Why instead of whipping both of them? Oh, he took a brick and hit him across the head. What'd you do? The father says. He takes the boy. He's unconscious, and the father picks him up, and the young boy's looking crazy. Now he's in the house and he's on the table. The young boy's unconscious. The other boy, I guess they're brothers. He has a big bump on his head. It was a brick, a clay brick that he hit him on the head with. They're like looking at him. He's unconscious, and they're trying to wake him up. The young boy walks away, and they were still working him on the kitchen table. Now he's looking at a framed picture. The young boy is. It's Our Father Heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, it says on it. Lord's Prayer. Oh, the father gets out his belt. I'm going to have to beat you. You know the rules. He gets out his belt. Sixth commandment, thou shalt not kill. Desmond. He's violent enough already. Hal's gonna be okay. He was crying a little bit. Desmond, I guess his name is. I assume he's the main character. He's a young boy. The mother's looking at him. I could have killed him. Yes, you could have. Murder is the worst thing of all. To take another man's life is the worst sin in the worst sin. Hurts God's heart. He's now in his bed, and the mother and father is yelling and screaming, and the two boys are in their own beds in the same room, listening to the parents yell and scream. I hate him. The father, I guess. The young boy, Desmond, oh no, the mother is crying on the couch. And then Desmond looks at him, Mama? At her. They hold hands. Why does he hate us so much? The father, I assume. He doesn't hate us. He hates himself. Sometimes. Your daddy's... I wish you knew him like I did. The mother's saying. And now it's the church. In the daytime, There's a church singing. It's 15 years later. It was 16 before, now it's 15. And they're singing at the church, and Andrew Garfield is now, I guess, a teenager, and he's cleaning the windows. How do we sound? He says. How does the chorus sound? I didn't say they were singing angels, but they sounded good. Oh, something happened. Andrew is some guy got run over by a car. It's an old car, like those old. I don't know when he has a cut in his thigh. And blood's just coming out. Desmond takes his belt off, and I assume he's using it as a tourniquet. They are in a truck, back of a pickup truck. It must be the 1930s or 40s or 50s. Now there's a doctor looking at the boy's leg. Pressure. Did you tie the tourniquet? Nice work. You might have saved this boy's life. So Andrew Garfield's like, Desmond, I assume he's Desmond. He sees all the hospital workers working. And I guess he's thinking, I don't know what he's thinking. He's seeing all the patients and the nurses. I don't know what year it is. Be nice if they told you, but they have cars, but they're old style cars. Oh, she sees a girl. He sees a girl. And he's looking and he's staring at her. She's quite pretty. She's a nurse. Now he's walking over her. No. Yeah, he is. He's walking over to her. Everything's kind of slow. He's right in front of the woman. Army physicals that way. This is for giving blood, she says. Are you all right? She says. That's not his blood that's on his shirt. Thank you for asking. What do you need? She says. My belt. He wants his belt. I lent it to the boy who had the accident. My pants don't hold up too good without it. I don't have your belt. I'm just here to take blood. Okay. Go over there and wait with the others. That room over there. Oh, he's taking blood. You ever given blood before? Mr. Dawson, was it? First time giving blood. Rare birds book for some reason. I dreamed about being a doctor. Didn't get much school. Gonna be a little dizzy when you're done. Who's picking you up? She's walking back. Where do you live? Fort Hill. That's a ways. 5 or 6 miles. I cut through the woods. 7 that way. You must like the woods. Yes, I do. Love the woods. Oh, the blood is taken. Put some pressure on there. Now he's all hop, skip, and jumping. Now he's all spruced up. Met someone yesterday. Dorothy. I'm going to marry Dorotha. Does she know that? She's about to. You haven't even spoken to a woman? The father says. I spoke to her. Give up. The brother wants a big hug, but his older brother, it looks like, was all greasy. And he's like, no, you're greasy. Now he's walking in the field with trees. And he sees a bird feather. And it's like blue. It has blue on it. And he's like, oh, she had a bird book. So that's... He starts whistling. And the bird whistles back. Now he's back. He's at Lynchburg Hospital. He's like checking himself out in the mirror. And then some guys with the military army get out the door. Next, grab a seat. Have you ever given blood before? Yes, ma'am. Oh, she looks. Oh, you're the belt man. Yes, ma'am. Can't take blood 2 days in a row. He wants his blood back. It don't work that way. You can't just give it back. You got to. Since once you hit me with that needle, my heart's been beating real fast. It's corny. I've been practicing that all night. Pretty good? Oh, they're at the movie theater. And they're having a date. And he's staring at her. And they're having popcorn and drinks. And there's a guy and a girl kissing in the seats in front. She's eating popcorn. He asked, what's the difference between an artery and a vein? What are you talking about? Boy's accident. Arteries, what? For blood. Vein for bleed. What? You need to practice your boy-girl dating talk. I'll give you a book if you're that interested. On dating? On blood. Oh, now there's a video, Prelude to War. On the movie screen, it's black and white. I think you're the prettiest thing. That's because I'm sitting in the dark. No. You're just beautiful. She smiles. Looks over. Oh, the explosion. There's the video, Prelude to the War. Oh, the Nazis. They're showing the Nazi regime. Now they're walking outside after the movie's over. Whoa, they almost got hit by a car. Oh, they start kissing. They almost get hit by a car, and he starts kissing her, and she's like, no, and slaps him. I'm sorry, I didn't think you'd mind. You didn't ask. I thought you might like it. I would have if you'd asked. And then she walks away. Then she turns around. You coming? Oh, he almost gets hit by another car. Whoa. Ooh, just misses him. Now he's having dinner with his parents. And his brother enlisted. And the father's like flabbergasted. Why didn't you say nothing to us? I know what I'm doing is right. What's about the commandment? Load of the boys from church are going. There's a war. Looks like a movie star. Our boy. Nice uniform. Good hat. Oh, and now he's talking about his war experience. Talking about some friend in France. How smart he looked. The other guy, his friend, looked. The girl seemed to think so. He was most proud. His friend. His father's friend. I guess he died. I hope when he gets shot through the front, already got hit in the back, went through the front. His friend got shot in the front. He's hoping that his son gets shot in the front or in the back. Hopes his son gets shot in the front. Ooh, he's crying. The father is crying because his buddy, get out of my sight. He's like, his buddy from the war before that. I don't know which war. So the son walks away. And now we're back at the hospital, and the young woman, I forget her name, she's drinking coffee. She sees a book. And there's the feather that Desmond found earlier, I assume, with the blue tinge on it. She's smiling away. Now they're going on a date together. They're going up the creek that was shown earlier in the movie. She turns around. She sees a waterfall. She looks back at him. They're going up further. Up this was a Blue Ridge Mountain or something it was called. Same spot as when he was a kid. You part mountain goat? The girl says to the guy. You gonna help me, Desmond? Or you gonna leave me stranded? He comes back down. She can't get up. I'll help you. It's gonna cost you. What? A kiss. It's gonna cost you a kiss. That's pure blackmail. Yes, ma'am, it is. That's my conditions. She gets help. And they're both heading up to the top. And they're at the top. And they're holding hands. And they almost kiss, but they stop. You're not going to slap me, are you? If I fall off, I'm going to take you with me. Kiss me right now. And they kiss. And then they kiss again. And they hug. Kiss and hug, kiss and hug. They're just passionately kissing. Now it's back at the mother's place. The girl is with the mother. He's reading the Practical Anatomy manual, Cunningham's Manual of Practical Anatomy. They were having dinner together, making lunch, I guess. Desmond's in the car with the girl, taking her to work. He has to enlist, and she's like, oh, I can't stay here while other people fight for me. I have to. I want to be a medic. I'll be saving people, not killing them. He's going to be a medic. And she's like, damn it. She leaves. She has to go to work. And he's like, what? They're out of the car now. Dorothy. Are you going to ask me to marry you or what? The girl says. I don't know. You still going to have me? You haven't asked yet. I'm asking you. With all my heart. Will you marry me? Yes. Yes, I will. And then they look at each other and they kiss and hug again. When? First, when you first, before your first leave. But I'm mad at you, she says. I love you. And she's like, sheesh. The father's looking at the graveyard again of fallen soldiers. And Desmond's beside him. Or coming up to him. These three were my best friend. Edward. Got in trouble with them, chased girls with them. My friends are there, dead. Covered in dirt and grass. I don't want to visit my sons here. I signed up already, he says, Desmond says. And he looks at him. The father looks. I couldn't do otherwise. Everybody else is doing it. Who cares about everybody else? Everybody jumps in quick. And we were fools too, like we were. We were soldiers, but you can't. What? You won't be able to live yourself if you go. I'm going to be a medic. That's going to be my way to serve. The war is going to fit in with you. I don't know. Doubt it's going to be hard. It won't be hard. It'll be impossible. Whatever beliefs you have, they won't ever play out, your beliefs. I don't know, some miracle chance you survive. You'll be giving no thanks to God. Oh, now he's in uniform, kissing the girl. And he grabs his duffel bag. He jumps on the bus. And she says, almost forgot something. A Bible. I want you to have this. It's mine. Keep it right here. His heart, right where I'll be. Her little Bible. It's like a portable. It's a traveling Bible. And the bus drives away, and all the girls are saying bye. I love you, she says. Now that all the enlisted guys are talking, and he looks at the Bible, and he opens it up. There's a photo of her in one of the pages. Photo of the wife, I guess now. Come home to me, Desmond. I love you. Desmond something. I can't read the last name. Ross or something like that? And the bus goes to Fort Jackson. They're pulling in. And there's planes flying by, and there's people training. And he's in his fatigues. And he has a bag. And they're bumping around, and there's a bunch of army guys. He's slowly going to a bunk. Some guy's doing push-ups naked. You look lost. Here's a vacancy right here. He puts his bag on the bed. View of the lake. Randy. Demon. No one can read here. Hollywood. He's talking about his junk. And these guys are throwing knives at each other's feet. Bruce. Virginia is from. Desmond says, I don't know, some joke he's making. They're naming off all the people. Wolf Kaczynski or something. Desmond Doss. Tex. He's a cowboy. Vito. Vito's small, but he's a bulldog. Lucky Ford. Walker, Pinnacle. I don't know. There's so many names. Good book, he says. The Bible. He put his friend. Anyways, it's a bunch of stuff. Attention! Oh, the guy just threw the knife into his toe. Move it, move it. They gotta stand at attention by their bunks. And in comes the commanding officer. And it's Vince Vaughn. I think that's his name. He's sergeant of some sort. He looks at everybody, turns around. He looks at a guy, stops and turns to him. Looks at him. Goes right up to him. You are a strange looking individual. Private. Andy Walker. How long have you been dead, son? What, sir? Sergeant. Not sir. I'm not sir. I'm sergeant. Walker. Sergeant. Yes, sergeant. Sergeant something. I can't remember what his name is. He yelled at a guy. Now he's got by the naked guy. Now he walks back to another guy. Something off with your presentation, Private. Is it your hair? Is there a wrinkle in your trouser? I have a knife in my foot, Sergeant. Of course. It's the knife. What's your name, soldier? Speedy Ray. Nope, your name is Private Idiot. Who put the knife there, Private? Who threw the knife? I did, Sergeant. Krasinski. You look part Indian. What tribe do you belong? I'm Polish. Wrong. You have Cherokee. Are you contradicting me? No, Sergeant. Let me see your urgent war cry. And then he does What's your animal spirit? Are you a gardener's snake? No. Are you a dancing reindeer? Are you... No, Sergeant. No, Sergeant. Chief. I will call you Chief. Thank you, Sergeant. This is a bunch of crap. Oh, Desmond laughed at him. What's your name, Sergeant? I've seen something with better physiques. Can you carry your weight? This should be easy for you. Corporal. Make sure you keep this man away from strong winds. Desmond, away from strong winds. Private Idiot. Raise your foot. Takes the knife out of his foot. Everybody outside right now, so they all get outside. The guy that's naked grabs his pants. The guy that's naked was going to get pants on. But he says, nope. Move your private parts. So he's running out there naked. Now they're in line. Tying a knot. They're going to teach him how to tie a knot. They're in a line. 3 lines. They're showing him how to do ropes. Goes back into the hole and up and through the hole. And then they, boom. They have a noose. It looks like. Now he's looking at each other's chance of what they're doing. Have you ever looked into a goat's eye? What? I don't know what he said. Something about a goat. He's inspecting all the ropes. His grease ball didn't do it right. You just fell 50 feet and broke your neck. You straight. I don't know. It's a bunch of talk. They're working on doing ropes, tying ropes up. Oh, Desmond. Desmond didn't do it right. The bow line. He's laughing again. What's so funny? Now they're going through physical training. They're running obstacle course with walls, like ladders. They're running. Desmond's trying to be the first, and now they're doing underneath the barbed wire where there's water and mud. They're all muddy and wet. Then there's a wall with rope that's angled wall. And the naked guy we're still doing his stuff naked. They have to go up over the monkey bars going across. The guy's fast, but Desmond's second. There's one guy faster than Desmond. He's going, and there's a vertical wall this time. The other one, the guy just kicked Desmond because he wants to be first. So now Desmond gets back up. Now they're going down the rope, down the wall. And they're running to the finish line. Desmond is going first. He's running up. And then this other guy, Desmond gets there first and beats the guy that kicked him just by an inch. And Desmond's all happy. Oh, a gun. Now they're working with guns. They're learning about the guns. U.S. rifle. Semi-automatic. Death and destruction to the enemy. This is to be your lover, your mistress, your concubine. The only thing in life you'll truly love. Grab a girl. So they all go and grab a gun. Desmond does not grab a gun. He's the only one standing there. Place the weapon by your side. There's one gun on the rack, and Desmond did not pick it up. Now the sergeant sees it and looks for Desmond, and Desmond doesn't have a gun. Private Cornstalk. Is there a problem? Is the color the issue? No, sir. I was told I didn't have to carry a weapon. Step forward, Private. I can't be hearing this right. Sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun. And now they're outside a little building. Captain Glover. I told the Army. He's talking to a higher upper. The Army does not make mistakes. I told the Army that I'm not going to take a gun. I wasn't supposed to be sent to a rifle company. The sergeant gives them some papers. You're a conscientious objector. And you joined the Army? No, sir. I'm a conscientious cooperator. Are you screwing with me? No, I volunteered. I have no problem wearing uniform and doing my duty. It's just carrying a gun and taking a life. So you're not going to kill. That's all. A lot of killing occurs in a war. The essential nature of a war. All right. You got any other requirements? Anything else so that you have a comfortable stay? I'm a Seventh-day Advocate. Saturday is my Sabbath. I don't have to work then. That's what Desmond said. Is that a problem with you, Sergeant? Should we tell the enemy not to invade on the Sabbath? All right. Oh, we got that clear. Now let me tell you my requirements. It's not as complicated. As long as you're in this company and under my command, you will obey my orders, period. If you can't do that here, I can't trust you to do it in battle. I'm putting you in for a Section 8. Discharge. Dismissed. They're on a gun range, and Desmond is just standing there. Everybody's on their bellies. Desmond does not believe in violence. He will not touch a weapon. Private Doss. A conscious objector. Do not look to him to save you on the battlefield. He will undoubtedly be too busy wrestling with his conscience. That's not true, Sergeant. As you were, Sergeant, or uh, you might have strong feelings about this, other people. This is what we fight for our rights, to protect our women and our children, even if Private Doss beliefs might cause women and children to die. I expect everybody in this company to give Private Doss, for the short time he will be with us, give us respect. Yes, sir, Sergeant. Now he's looking at his Bible, looking at his girlfriend, his wife's picture, and he's reading the Bible. And somebody's coming up behind him, takes his Bible. You know what that is? Half a Bible for half a man. How come you don't fight? You think you're better than us? Desmond says no. What if you're attacked? And he punches him in the face. Just like that. Punches Desmond. I don't think this is a question of religion. I think this is cowardice. Plain and simple. Is that right, Doss? Take a poke, he says. I'm going to give you a free shot. Right there, he's showing his face to him. Hit me, Doss. His name is Desmond, but they call him Doss. No? Chicken shit, I got once. Oh, excuse me, chicken, he says. Oh, takes a picture of his wife. Fine looking broad. This is the kind of broad that deserves a real man. I don't know what he said. Please give it back, Schmitty. Please give it back, Schmitty, he says. Throws it on the floor. The picture. Do you hear voices, Desmond? He's being questioned now. God talks to you. I'm not a crazy person, he says. Do people regard you as a crazy person? I'm not going to pretend something I'm not. Seem lonely. Are you lonely? No, he shakes his head. So you don't hear voices? No, sir. I pray to God. I'd like to think that he hears me, but it's not a conversation. Like the one we're pretending to have right now. Pretending private. You're going to give me a Section 8. I'm not. I believe what I believe. I'm trying to understand. Was it God that told you not to pick up a rifle? God says not to kill. That's one of his most important commandments. That means don't commit murder. War is a different set of circumstances. Jesus says, these are commandments I give them to you, that you love one another, just as I loved you. This is Satan himself. As a good Christian, you can see that. That's why I joined up. I'm sorry. I will not bear arms. Now he's talking to the captain. It's a religion, but it does not condemn. It doesn't. Section 8 is not possible. He's legitimate. He can be a medic as long as he passes all the requirements. Now they're talking, the sergeant and the captain. He throws God at him. I want him gone. No, he's washing the toilets. He wants him gone, the captain said, and the sergeant wants to he's going to give him hell. He goes over to The sergeant goes over to him, flips over his bed, his cot. Your area is a disgrace. It's a pigsty. The unit is no better than the weakest unit. There will no passes this weekend. You will be all on KP, kitchen patrol. 20-mile hike. Let's go. 20-mile hike. They're all in, they have their guns and their uniforms on, and they're walking or running, jogging. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Make me sick, make you feeling sorry for yourself. You don't know what tired is. You're going to keep going till I drop. Now they're attacking him at night. It's like bedtime. They're all punching him. I assume it's Desmond. Knock it off. I'm trying to sleep. They all attack Desmond. He has blood on his face. He's okay though. Why the hell are you still here? He says. The goofy guy. The stupid guy. The horn, the wake-up horn. Dun, 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 dun. Tan Hut, they're all in the barracks again. The sergeant sees the blood on Desmond's DOS. Where's DOS? He has no shirt on. DOS comes in the room. He has a black eye. 2 black eyes. And blood all over his towel. Sergeant just shakes his head. This isn't good for anybody. This is what I joined up for. It's not what you joined up for. It's about all the lives of the men in here. And yours, son. It's time you quit this. Finish getting dressed and I'll walk you down. That's the sergeant talking. It's okay, DOS. There's no shame in it. He's about to cry. DOS. He gets on his jacket, his fatigues. Let's go. I got extra guard duty and KP this morning. I can't. All right, DOS. Private DOS? Can you identify the men that beat you? No, he shakes his head. No, Sarge. Are you saying you don't know? I never said I was attacked, Sarge. Then what are you saying? Your bruise is half your body? I sleep pretty hard. Okay. They're getting something. I don't know what they're getting. They're getting a stamp. Are they getting paid? Oh, some big wig just came in the room. He's an old man. Dawes is just right there. Private Dawes. I can't authorize a pass. I 3 weeks ago, I'm getting married. I put in for it 3 weeks ago. You said I don't have to carry a rifle. Must be allowed to be a combat medic. He has to qualify the other areas of his training. Pretty clear. What? Something. Show me that you know how to handle a rifle. Corporal Cannon. Hand Private Doss your firearm. He looks at it, gives it to him. Now he's looking at it. I won't touch a rifle, sir. I'm not asking you, Private. That's a direct order from the company commander. For God's sake, Doss. Stop this nonsense. The captain's now saying that. Refuse? I will have no recourse but to court-martial you. And you'll be in military prison for the rest of the war. I can't, sir. Now the wife, the fiancée is in her white wedding dress, being told that he's not going to show up, it looks like. How much longer you want to wait? I think it's been long enough. I'm so very sorry. Sometimes men just get cold feet. The Reverend is saying this. Some men might. Not my Desmond. Now he's in jail or in a cell. Desmond Doss is and he's reading the Bible. He's in a prison cell. He's pacing back and forth. He's getting mad. Now he's praying by a cot. Now he takes the cot and flips it over and starts yelling. He starts punching the wall or the door. He punches the door, yelling and screaming, ah! And now the captain. He cares about the regulations, not his men, the corporal. He's talking with the captain is talking to Desmond Doss. He says, can I see your Bible? I believe in this book as much as any man. Just like any. What do you do when everything you value is put under attack? I don't know, sir. I don't have answers to questions that big. My values are under attack. I don't know why. I don't care about your principles and know the Japs don't. You're just going to help. What are you going to do? Hit them with the Bible? I'm prepared to give my life for my men. Giving up your life? I'm here because I don't want to see you rotting in a prison. Throw yourself at the mercy of the court. Let the brave men win this war. And then the captain leaves. If I can't convince you, maybe she can. His wife or his fiancée comes in and they start kissing. Or hugging, really. What have they done to you? She says. It's okay. I had a fight with the wall and lost. They say you're going to go to prison. Leavenworth. There must be some other way. I don't know what that can be. I'm being treated like a criminal because I won't kill. Who are you going to save in prison? Probably nobody. Then pick up a stupid gun. You don't have to use it. That I cannot do. Yes, you can. It's just pride. Your will against the Lord. You're confusing your will against the Lord. Now he's like, looks away. You can't look at her. He's looking out the window, that little small. What? Maybe I'm prideful. I don't know how I'm going to live myself if I break what I believe. I don't know how you could live with me. I've never been a man I want to be in your eyes. She gets up. I fell in love with you because you weren't like anyone else. And you didn't try to be. Do not think for one moment you will disappoint me. I will love you no matter what. They start hugging a little bit. And she's on the phone now. I don't know what he's going to do. He loses no matter what. His parents are on the phone. Dishonorable discharge. Or he for sure goes to prison. They call him a coward and they don't know how he live with that. Thank you, Dorothy. Tell him that we love him and we're praying for him. That's what his parents say. I will. His parents are on the phone. They hang up. They're hung up. Hang up the phone. He's in the Desmond Doss is in lying on his couch cot. He's remembering his yelling and screaming of his parents. Now he has a gun. He's going to shoot his mother. He's remembering back when a little while ago, the parents were fighting and the father had a gun. Oh, the father now comes. He's in uniform. In the old time in uniform. Well, maybe not. He's in uniform and he's going into a building. This is Desmond's father. And he goes up to a receptionist. Excuse me? May I help you? I read like the Musgrove. If you don't have an appointment, it'd be impossible. Now he's about to leave, but he says, tell him Thomas Doss would like a brief word. He's in an important meeting. I fought with him in France. He was my captain. Please. It's most vital. She looks at him. And then she gets out of his chair and goes into the office. The dude's office. They were a little whispering. And there's an old man. He looks over. It'll be over in a minute. Like sleeps, like nothing ever happened. He looks at him. He's talking to his like lawyer. He's going to court, the army court. And they are in a courtroom, that's makeshift courtroom. He's looking at the floor for some reason. And he looks up and he sees the captain and the sergeant and the corporal guy. And he's walking in. They salute. There's a high ranking official there. And he salutes them. And then he goes over to he looks over at his section. Oh, he goes over to his section he whispers to his representation, and the guy comes over. This is a hearing about Desmond Doss not taking direct order from these men. Private Doss would say not guilty plea. I thought he wanted a plea bargain. Yes, sir, but I changed my mind. You wish to proceed with the court-martial? Yes, sir. On your head, then, Private. Proceed. The lawyer for the army side stands up. Private Doss believes morality is a badge of honor. Direct orders that he did not follow. Young men are sacrificing their lives, and now they're outside. The father and the soon-to-be wife is talking. He has a letter. The father has a letter. Only military personnel can go in there. They're fixing to bury him. Do you deny disobeying direct order? He asks him. Well, did you, Private? Until the Desmond gets up. No, sir. Then why are you contesting it? Why are you worried about when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor? I took it personal. 2 men in my hometown. They killed 2 guys killed themselves because they couldn't serve. I could have taken a deferment, but that ain't right. That isn't right. That other men die and fight. I'd be sitting at home safe. I need to serve. I got the energy and the passion to serve. Right in the middle of the other guys. When everybody else is taking life, I'll be saving lives. With the world set on tearing it apart, that seems pretty good. Nice for me to put things back together, he's saying, or something like that. The father wants to get in. No, sir, you can't get in. I got information. He has a letter. Oh, he's about to do a verdict, and the father comes in. The father comes in. They're about to make a verdict, but the father's coming in with a letter, and he's dressed in his old uniform with some war uniform. I need to show you this. You are no longer a member of the military. You can't attend. Is that the way the world works? You fight for your country, and then you're done with it? Your uniform's forgotten? You are at least. Yes, sir. Twice decorated, I see. You're the private's father? Yes, I am. I'm the private's father. There are laws. I know the law. And it's framed in, I don't know. That's why I fought, to protect the laws. At least that's what I thought I was doing. I don't know what the hell I was doing out there. Thank you, Corporal. Dawes. Oh, that's why they call him Dawes. Let me have the letter. So he puts the letter on the table, and the judge guy, you must go. So the father leaves. He's going to read the letter. And he's taking out the letter, he's reading it. Defendant's right of conscientious observer. He can disobey orders. Commander of Washington, D.C. He withdraws the charges. This case is dismissed. So he says he's allowed to. You can go into battle without a single weapon to protect yourself. You may resume your duties as a combat medic. Oh, they hug the girl, the fiance. They're all happy. Where's Dad? He's gone. I begged him to stay, but he had to leave. So he's allowed to disobey orders as long as his constitutional rights. Oh, they're married. He's looking at his wedding ring, and he has no shirt on, and she's coming out of the washroom, and she's taking off her cardigan, and he's smiling. They're married now. Now they're married. They kiss. They embrace. And then he lifts her up, and a baby pops out. No, I'm joking. Well, she whispers something. I was talking. Okay, now, Okinawa, May 1945. and there's troops going. There's troops walking in a row, and he's a medic. He's a medic. He has the Red Cross on his helmet and on his lapel, on his wrist or his bicep. They're talking about something. I don't know. There's a tank that comes along the road. Make room for the tank, so they have to move to the side. There's dead bodies in a huge truck. Oh man. There's like all kinds of bodies all in the back of one of the trucks. And then there's a truck full of active duty men. Up there, are they wounded? No, I don't know. They might be wounded, yeah. Wounded men. Those guys are wounded for sure. There's a couple guys, 3 or 4 guys. 96, they said. What's left of them? Oh, another truck full of dead bodies. Garfield or Desmond takes off his helmet, and so does another one. And then another guy takes his helmet off. Now there's a building. There's some fires going. They're like taking over the city, this little town. They're like casing the place or clearing the place. All clear. So all the other army guys, it's a giant thatched roof building. Desmond is reading his Bible. They're all hanging out. Now a bunch of other guys come. It looks like another company. And then the captain looks at him. Captain Glover. 96. Assigned to him. Let's get these men some chow. Who's Doss? They want to know. Are you Doss? Herb. Oh, the medics. They're all medics. I guess we're working together. Did you just come off the line? What's it like? What's it like, he says. He turns around. Hacksaw? We climbed up 6 times. 6 times they threw us off. The last time there was nothing left of the 96. He takes a jug of water, a swig of water. Stinking animals. Nips don't care if they live or die. They want to die. They just coming at you. They ain't never going to give up. And he gives him a cigarette. The Japs deliberately attack the wounded. They have a premium on shooting medics. Takes off his Red Cross armband and takes his helmet off, the Red Cross helmet, because the Japanese target the medic people. Now they're at the ridge, Hacksaw Ridge. Take it, and maybe we get Okinawa. We get Okinawa, we take Japan. Take a breather. People in the Navy are going to soften them up. And then the Navy ship from in the water are shooting huge missiles into the area. It's a ridge, and there's a netting to go up over the ridge. So all these bombs are going off over the ridge, hopefully killing Japanese. Nobody can survive that. Oh, but they can. There's a huge bombing of the ridge, upper part of the ridge, and the army men are at the bottom of the ridge. There's fire all over the place, smoke. Okay, bunkers. Is that accurate? The bunkers? Oh, he just vomited. It's all different up there now. Okay, move out. They're going up the ridge. It's a rope ladder straight up for about, I don't know, 100 meters. And they're climbing the rope ladder. Oh, blood is spilling out from up top. There's blood. No crap. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. That's what the sergeant says. Keep climbing, the sergeant says. Oh, they're up at the top now. Some people are helping them up. Okay. Now they got their guns ready. It's just all smoke. Smoke and ruins. And they're all standing in the front of the top of the ridge. And the medical equipment is being pulled up. Some stretchers and radios. Radios are being passed around. They have their guns, and now they're slowly going up into the fighting area. There's dead bodies all from the war early in the fight earlier, and it's smoke. You can't see like 100 meters past you. They're all like walking slowly and crouching down. No fighting yet. They're passing dead bodies. And there, yeah, a bunch more dead bodies. Ooh, somebody's guts and stuff. Yeah, more dead bodies. They're still walking forward. No fighting yet. No gunfire yet. They're walking guts. Oh, now there's just a half a body. Ugh. And they're still walking. There's no action yet. Okay, now they get into there's a Japanese guy that's dead. And now, there's a huge rat that's eating the dead body. They're in like a bunker. A little bit of a bunker area. Oh, a guy is alive. Oh, he gets shot. They're shooting now, the Japanese. Oh, a bunch of Americans get killed. And then incoming, there's a battle now. They're fighting. Shooting. People are getting blown up. Eee, it looks awful. So graphic. Bunch of dead. They're shooting. Oh, they got blown to two pieces. Where are they? I can't see them. Beats me. Oh, he gets shot. He's shot in the head. He was next to a guy. Oh, the medic's trying to help the guy that gets shot. Get under cover. He takes a dead body and he uses it as a shield and he shoots a bunch of the Japanese. And he's using the dead body as a shield. And he doesn't get shot. Then he keep moving forward, they said. They're going forward. Can't see anything. They're just shooting. I don't know what to shoot. Let's go. Let's go. And they start. Oh, he got shot. He said when they went over the bunker. Oh no, there's 3 or 4 of them. Oh, but the guy with the flamethrower just burns up like 5 or 6 Japanese guys. Medic. The medic comes over. Boom, boom, boom. They're shooting. Oh, they shot a Japanese guy. And he has a grenade. He puts it in there and blows up a guy's in the grenade with a grenade. There's a guy, Japanese guy, creeping up. And then they're fighting hand to hand. And boom, he kills him with the gun. Desmond almost gets killed, but he saves him. He saved his life. They saved each other's lives. They're fighting. People are dying. Oh, somebody just got blown up off their feet. Oh, it's Desmond. He's fine. He's okay. And he's fighting for him. It's the captain. Oh, some more guys just got blown to bits. Desmond runs over there. His leg is totally destroyed. He grabs him. He has no legs. They're just like nothing. So he's trying to help him. He gets a rope. It's okay. Just breathe. He's trying to tourniquet his non-existing legs. Give him a shot of morphine and move on, he said. He's not going to last a day. Don't leave me, the guy says. Don't leave me. I got kids. And I ain't going anywhere, Desmond says. I'm going to get you home. I'm going to get you home, okay? I'm going to get you home, okay? Here, and he's got morphine. Here comes some morphine. It's going to kick in real quick. Stretcher, he yells. Stretcher. There's bullets going off crazy. The guy says he's wounded. Oh no, there's a grenade. He throws the grenade back, and he threw the grenade away just in time. And then they're going over the ridge. Okay, Desmond is carrying him out like a piggyback. He has no legs. You ever heard of triage? He's going to be dead soon. You don't know that. Get him down. Okay. He has no legs. He says, it's all right, buddy. We're going to get you home. And then Desmond heads back to the front. Medic, there's a guy in the middle of the... If they can't see us, if we can't see them, they can't see us either. So he runs over the ridge. And they both run over the ridge. The captain and Desmond. So they're running over the ridge. Now he's saving a guy. Oh, he's about to get shot, but all the Japanese guys get killed. Oh, he killed another Japanese guy. So there's like 8 guys that he killed. Give me a hand, he says. They got a Gatling gun, like a big giant machine gun that you can't handhold. They're over there, he says. Over the ridge. Stay down. Stay down. And then he's on the radio. Dead ahead. He's on the... Get him everything you got. We're going to flank him. We're going to flank him. So they go, okay, made some arm movements, and they're going around the other side. Now the guy is on a stretcher. And then Desmond is on the stretcher. And then the medic guy that he met before, you doing okay? He goes, yeah. And they're fighting. This Japanese guys are shooting now. They're showing them. And they're shooting back. They're shooting back and forth. Oh, a guy gets killed. Mortar shot. Oh, the Japanese guy got caught. Now, handheld missile. Oh, he blew up. There's like a machine gun building that you shoot machine guns out of. It's made out of concrete. He gets shot. The guy that on the Gatling gun gets shot. So then the sergeant is going to move him out, and they got somebody else on the Gatling gun, and they're shooting at the cement building, and they threw a grenade. Cover, he says. Shoot, shoot, shoot. They're all shooting. They're right next to each other shooting. Now, go, go, go. Somebody goes over the ridge, and he jumps into a rampart, I guess it's called. I can't remember. Now he's going forward. They're slowly advancing on the Japanese. Japanese mortar shot. Cover. They all go up and shoot, and then one guy runs closer. Satchel. Oh, they throw the satchel over. I guess it's a clear. Throws the satchel over, and then to another guy. Stick it, ghoul. He's crawling with the satchel. Cover, cover. And they keep firing. And they shot a bunch of Japanese guys. The Japanese guys have a mortar, and they shoot another mortar. Oh, it almost gets the guy with. Oh, it does get the guy with the satchel. Son of a gun. The sergeant says. The Gatling gun is in the Japanese have a Gatling gun in a cement built room, like a building. Cover his ass. Okay, now he's going for the satchel. Oh, he's dead. The first guy is dead. He has a satchel. It's essentially a bomb, right? He's crawling up to the building that they built with the machine gun, the Japanese. And they're shooting back. They're shooting each other. Now he's set off the satchel. He threw the satchel into that building and the whole building blows up. The concrete thing that they had with them. And then he says, go! So they all run over the ridge, and a bunch of them get shot at the same time. The guy takes the Gatling gun, and holds it in his hand. People are getting killed. And they're advancing on the Japanese. Oh, another Japanese guy got killed, and a bunch of Americans get killed. Another 3 Japanese get killed. Another 4 or 5. They're hand-to-hand combat each other now, these guys. Boom, 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 boom. The Americans shoot a bunch of them. The Americans are taking over the Japanese spot, their stance. Now it's a hand-to-hand combat and a flamethrower. Medic, somebody yelled. So Desmond, he has a bullet in his belly. Now Desmond is pulling him to safety. Hand-to-hand combat, these guys. Oh. Oh no, a grenade. And he puts the Japanese body on the grenade. The captain. And the captain saves the captain. Now all the Japanese are pulling away from their position. And they just threw a grenade. The Americans are advancing. Flamethrower. Somebody hit a flamethrower on the guys. And they're all burning up. Flamethrowing a bunch of people. He's looking at... Oh, the one guy's still alive. He can barely talk. His teeth are blown out. Desmond's helping him. What's your name? Andy. Andy Walker. Also known as? Ghoul. You're okay. Now they're pulling out people. The fighting has ended. Good job, man. Dig in for the night. We hold the spot. We breach tomorrow. Okay, boys. Find yourself a nice, safe hole. We'll take watch every 2 hours. Heads down, asses lower. They don't speak English. I don't care if you take a piss or a dump. It's not safe to go by yourself. Desmond's going out. It's more wounded still. Keep your ears down, he says. Desmond's going out back to the battlefield, which the battle is pretty much over. Now there's midnight. It's dark and they're all standing around. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, first 15 minutes, people got killed. Murphy and Ralston. The fathers in war, fathers bury their son. It don't help none, I guess, the talk. You got that right. They're smoking. He's like, his lighter wouldn't start. And then the other guy says, here, give me that. And he starts it for him. They're pulling injured people. They're still pulling injured people, and it's late at night. It's dark out. Desmond's helping him out. Okay, there's some talk on the radio. Find a hole to dig in? Sound good to me. Put your helmet on. Desmond says to the other guy, the other medic. Now they're having a can of food. They're talking. You ain't gonna eat that? No. I don't eat meat. Of course you don't, he says to Desmond. He doesn't eat meat. Desmond does not eat meat. He's looking at a picture of his wife now and the Bible. One heck of a day. Oh, it's a heck of a dame. You're fighting out the wrong weight class or something like that. Yes, I do. Don't tell her that. She'd be happier with a man like me. The other guy, they used to hate each other, now they're friends. I can't repeat what they're saying. Now they're friends. You're all right, he says. Oh, there's noises. They put on their helmets. Oh, it's just rats eating dead bodies, flesh from the dead bodies. Ugh. These Japs are sneaky. I'll take first watch. He tries to go to sleep. Desmond tries to go to sleep. Oh, he's just looking up in the stars. Closes his eyes. Then there's a flare going off. There's a flare. He's like, what's the flare? It's a green flare. Now he gets up. He's looking over the barracks. Oh, and he sees a bunch of Japanese. And he's shooting, and he gets shot. They both get shot. And then he gets, oh, it's a dream. It's a dream. The Japanese were not after him, or not there. Hell of a dream, the other guy says. Takes a drink of water. Laughs a little bit. Dreamed that I got myself skewered. I couldn't do anything. What do you say? With what we just went through? A sane man would be screaming for a weapon. I'm not saying, I think he just said. My daddy's a drunk. He fought it for years. At least you know him. My dad could be any one of 10 people. He was in an orphanage, his friend that he's talking to. I learned how to eat quick in the orphanage. Judge people quicker. My dad used to beat me and my brother. Desmond says. I could take that, he said. When he did it to my mama. There's a flashback of him fighting with his father. He's Desmond's putting the gun toward his father, and he puts the thing back. There's a flashback. You didn't kill him. In my heart, I did. His father's crying now. It's a flashback. His father's limping to the floor, crying. Desmond has the gun to him, and he puts the gun down, lowers the gun. That's when I made my promise to God I wouldn't touch the gun ever again. I ain't giving you mine because you're crazy, the guy says, his buddy says. Oh, now it's daytime coming up. The sun's quickly rising. And now there's some movement Oh, it's Japanese coming through this little tunnel. They're all coming. Oh, there's some killing. Now the fight started again. Oh, people are dying. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all coming. Like fast. And they're just getting shot like crazy. Ooh, there's like all kinds. There's like 200 of these Japanese. And they're shooting. They're trying to defend their spot. Oh, the guy got bayoneted. Bayoneted, if that's a word. This fight. Bayonet. Got him again. Okay, move. They're retreating. The Americans are retreating. They're getting killed, man. Holy smokes. The Japanese is taking back their spot. The Americans are retreating. Firing at them, though. Oh, people are getting shot. Fall back, the sergeant says. The sergeant, oh, they're using their bayonets. They're not even shooting them, some of them, the Japanese. They're just running as fast as they can. They're coming from underground. They're calling on the radio for support. Some kind of like... Oh, the radio guy just got killed. Artillery strike. Move back. They're going to have the planes blow up the spot. The Japanese are just coming. They're all pulling back. The Americans are pulling back. Running back and then turning around and firing and then turning around again. Americans are getting killed and Japanese are getting killed. Fire, flamethrower. The flamethrower a bunch of Japanese people. And then, there's somebody filming. Oh, no. The guy the flamethrower, the canister just got blown up and the whole thing blew up. The guy's dead, I assume. This guy's hurt. Oh, he's trying to help a guy that's injured. Sergeant's still alive. The sergeant, they're moving back. Oh, the sergeant just gets shot in the leg. His leg is all mangled. Get out of here, kid. Oh, the guy that was going to save him got killed. And now he put the body on top of him. They put pressure on it. He's trying to help the guy. The medic. No, I don't need plasma. Give it to the other guy. Go, go. That's the medic that helped the other medic. So he's going to give plasma to the guy next to him. And he's injured. And then the guy put him on his shoulder. The other medic. Oh, the plasma just got blown up, got shot at. So the plasma no good. So Desmond picks up the guy and he's putting him on his shoulder. Japanese are coming like crazy. And now he started up a grenade. They put a grenade right to him. And then they're both going to die. They both die from the grenade. The Japanese guy struck the grenade and stuck it to him and they both got blown up. Oh, they got mortars. They're throwing mortars just by hand. And they're throwing the mortars by hand and they're killing a bunch of people that are Japanese. They're coming. They're still coming. They're running back, shooting, and then running back. Shooting and then running back. And the Japanese are coming and coming and coming. Oh. They did the bomb. Oh, an American just got killed. Who was that? Oh, he just killed a Japanese guy. One of the guys, I don't know. Okay, now the navies are shooting bombs. Oh, they're huge missiles. Desmond is next to him, to his buddy. I'm scared, I'm scared. He gives him some morphine. Don't you do that. Don't. Come on, Smitty. We gotta move. He puts him on his shoulder. And he runs with them. All the Americans are running away. And Desmond is carrying a guy on his shoulder. She's just in slow motion. People are dying. People are dying. Desmond. Come on. He's gone. No. We got to get out of here. No, wait. He takes off his helmet, Desmond. And Smitty is dead. Now the Americans are going down the ridge. Down the rope ladder. Off the ridge, he says. Everybody off the ridge. So they're all going down that rope ladder. And there's huge bombs going off from the Navy, the Navy of the U.S. Navy missiles from the battleship. Smitty's dead. Everybody's going down, and Desmond's looking around. He's looking back. He sees the bombs going off. Heavy breathing. What is it you want of me? He's crying. He's thinking. I don't understand, he says. I can't hear you. Medic! You hear somebody say medic. And there's bombs going off. All right, he says. Gets up. He was kneeling down. Now he's up. Puts on his helmet. Starts walking back into the fighting area, the battlefield. And there's bombs going on. Now he's running. Now there's, at the bottom of the ridge, all the army guys, the Americans, are getting back. The captain's still alive. 32 only came down, sir. Good Lord, he said. Let's load them up. They're abandoning the section, I guess. There's a there's a Jeep with a bunch of people on stretchers. There's dead people on the battlefield. And Desmond's searching the battlefield, it looks like. Bombs are going off next to him. He's looking for live bodies. Oh, he hears somebody. He hears a guy. He goes up to him. Harry's. Desmond, we're going to fix you up. You just got to keep breathing. Colonel wants to see you. I need you. Keep watch for Japs. The sergeant wants to see the corporal wants to see the captain. Okay, Desmond is now pulling one guy, and he sees another guy that's still alive. While he was pulling, he goes, "I got you." He's put pressure on it. I'm coming back. He has like on his neck. He's holding the wound, holding his hand on his wound. And he's pulling a guy out of harm's way. And then there's a bunch of army trucks with guys in it that are pulled back into one of the little villages where now they're unloading wounded onto stretchers. And then there's some live guys. They're okay. Desmond's pulling a guy. He's on the edge. Sit tight. They're at the edge now. How is he going to get him down? He can't walk. Desmond looks around. He sees something. He sees, oh, that's good. He sees rope. He sees rope and he ties it. And he learned how to tie ropes when he was practicing. When in training. Oh, he has 2 loops. He puts the loops around his legs. Ties him up. He's in pain. He's tying him up he put the ropes around his legs and then around his waist. Now he's pushing him over the edge, but he's tied up so he won't fall. And he slowly lowers him down. And there's people on the bottom and they're like smoking and stuff and talking on the radio. And there's a guy, the body is slowly being lowered down the ridge. And then a guy looks up and he says, "Whoa, a Jap. Nope, hold on. It's one of ours." Now Garfield or Desmond grabs another guy, brings him to the ridge, pulls up the rope. And then the first guy that he brought down, oh, another guy he's bringing down. And then the captain is going to see his admiral. Got 100 men still up there. Call off the artillery at a hacksaw. Sit down, Jack. And Desmond's pulling another guy. And the bombing has stopped. Lost your cover because there's no smoke. We gotta move. The Japanese are coming. And then he's at the bottom. They keep coming, the wounded from the top of the ridge. The Americans are taking a guy on a stretcher. Garfield or Desmond sees the Japanese just a little ways away. And he sees a guy, an American, and he's crawling. Oh, and there's Japanese sees the American crawling, and they're got a bayonet out. Or, oh no, he just cut his throat. The Japanese just cut the American. Oh, and another American was alive and shot him, pretending that he was dead, and then he shot him. Now they kill him. They're looking for survivors, the Japanese are. Dawes. Somebody else is still alive. They're looking for dead Japanese. So he comes over to a guy that's still alive. He covers him up. He covers him up. He covered up the live guy, and then he puts a body on top of Desmond. Puts uh, a body on top of his, and they walk right by him. The guy was half buried, the guy that he's saving, and Desmond is underneath a dead body. There's a guy, Japanese. He turns around. He turns around. He kicks the dead body, and then he stabs the dead body, but it misses Desmond. And then they walk by him. Ooh, it just missed him too. Then he takes the dead body away from him. Oh, he did get he got a little bit of a sore. He got a little bit of a cut, I think. He unburies the guy and drags him. You don't know if your men are dead or alive, the captain. Give me reinforcements. I don't have any fresh men or troops. Italians got wiped out today. I need them faster. The Japanese are searching the battlefield. Desmond's still alive, crawling around. There's another American that's alive, he sees. So, oh no, they shoot at him. They saw him. Now he's hiding. Now all the Japanese are running toward his position. So he does a roll and he jumps into a hole. Oh, it's like a tunnel. The Japanese made like tunnels. So now he's hiding in the tunnel. They walk right by the tunnel. And there's rats, all kinds of rats, and dead bodies. They threw a grenade into the tunnel, and he gets out of the way just in time. He went down the tunnel, and it missed him. So he's running along the tunnel. He's running along the tunnel, and he sees a guy. And it's a Japanese guy. He's hanging from the wall. He's hanging. He's in the tunnels. They're really well-built tunnels. Oh, the Japanese are walking in the tunnel. And he just gets out of the way. And they walk right by him. He's hiding in the dark. And they walk right by him. Now he's walking around. He sees the tunnel and he goes. There's two tunnels and then he misses. Some more Japanese miss him. He got out of the way. Then he looks over and he sees a Japanese guy that's wounded. And he's like fighting him. It's all right, he says. He's going to help the Japanese guy. He puts a cloth on his wound, and he puts the Japanese guy's hand on it. Then he grabs some morphine. Puts morphine for the Japanese guy. He's saving a Japanese guy. It's nighttime now. And Garfield, is that Garfield? He's still searching the battlefield for survivors. He's looking. He's taking their pulses. Oh! Somebody's shooting. And then Japanese say, what? He's the American was trying to shoot at the same guy. He's cleaning off his dirt from his eyes. His eye is screwed up. I thought I was blind, but he cleaned off His one eye is screwed up, but his one eye is good. We'll get out of here. Now he's going down the rope, down the ridge by the rope that he did before. Okay, we got you. We got you. He saved him. He saved another life. Another life. Now he's going up for more. Checking the battlefield for survivors. He sees another guy. It's Desmond, he says. I'm going to fix you up. You ready to get out of here? He starts pulling him. He has no legs. And then he's taking him by the rope, lowering him down the ridge. Now he's back on the battlefield. He grabs another guy, and he lowers him down by the rope. Please, Lord, help me get one more, he says. Let me get one more. He is tired. He can barely walk. He's checking bodies out. He has a body on his shoulders. Oh, he stumbles. He stumbles and he gets back up. And he lowers another body down. His hands are all bleeding because of the rope burns. Let me get one more, he says. And then he's letting one more down. He pulls another guy out of the battlefield. And he's lowering him down the ridge. One more, he says. Let me get one more. And then he's lowering another guy down. Or it's the same guy, I don't know. This time he has rope, he has like cloth around his hands because he has rope burn. One more, he says. Help me get one more. And he's like huffing and puffing. One more. Coming through there's guys on stretchers. Where are these guys coming from? Hacksaw. I thought they pulled out. Not all of them. Some nuts up there dragging more guys out. He pulled out a couple jabs. They didn't make it. They're pulling out a bunch of injured people. It's nighttime. Bunch of stretchers. Now it's daytime. There's a little bit of fire burning, and there's smoke, and the Japanese are casing the place, like checking out bodies and stuff. They're still roaming the battlefield. Oh, there's a guy alive. They killed that guy because they're still alive. The sergeant is still alive, and another guy, the medic friend of his. You're nothing but full of surprises, he says. Gives him some morphine. And then the other guy, let's see if he's tourniquet around his leg. Let me see. He's got a... You okay here for a while, Sarge? I'm coming back. And so he's going to drag out the medic guy. He drags him out. He puts him on his shoulder. And now that it's at the encampment, the American encampment, and they're cleaning off the blood from the stretchers, and more guys are coming in on stretchers, and they're looking at him like, what the hell? His buddy. He looks like one of his buddies, and he's running alongside the Jeep. And he's like amazed. And then he goes running. He goes to talk to the captain. It's something you got to see. And the captain comes running out. Our guys have been coming down in droves. I didn't think I'd ever see that guy again. And then the captain looks at the medical building. He's like, what the hell is this? There's a bunch of wounded. Hey, Cap. There's guys with no legs. Good to see you, kid. How'd you get down? Doss, sir. He's still up there. Doss did this? Just Doss. Just Doss? Doss, the coward. The sergeant, now back on the sergeant. He's in the bunker and his leg is sore. Oh, Desmond's coming back to find him. Oh, Desmond just gets shot in the head. Oh, but he's okay. It was just grazed the helmet. They're looking to see who shot at him. He's looking through his scope. Somebody has a scope. And then he gets his gun ready. Sergeant gets his gun ready. Looking around. Desmond gets his helmet, throws the helmet, and he shoots. So then the sergeant sees where he is. He looks to see where the gunshot came from. He's kind of looking. Desmond starts crawling. The scope is scoping out Desmond. Then Desmond gets shot at again. This time, the sergeant sniper shoots him. The guy that was sniping him, you like gum on a shoe, he said. He took his gun. And he rolls it up. Desmond took the gun. He goes, well, it's too late for target practice now. He rolls a piece of cloth with the gun, and then he puts the sergeant on the piece of cloth, and he's now pulling the cloth and the sergeant at the same time, and the Japanese see him. They're coming, but he has a machine gun, and he's running now with them on the back, and he has a machine gun. He's shooting the Japanese while they run away. Boom, 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 boom. The Japanese are getting killed. And he's running. The sergeant is killing a bunch of the Japanese people. And they got to the end of the ridge. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like a bra. He puts him on the rope. And the Japanese are coming. He's ready. And he kicks him off the edge, but there's a rope. And he's on the rope. And he's letting him down fast. He's really letting him down fast. And now he's getting shot at. And he's trying to get out of the way at the same time. And the rope is going really fast down. And then boom, he hits the ground hard. Then two medics are at the bottom of the ridge. And Desmond throws the rope. Put me down, Sergeant, the sergeant says. Dawes is still up there. He got Japs on his tail. Oh, and he jumps with a guy with him. Oh! And he got halfway, the rope stops. And then they're shooting down at him, but all the other Americans are shooting up at the Japanese. And now it's a gunfight. They're shooting up, and they're shooting down. And now Desmond's on the rope ladder. And they got one guy's unconscious, and Desmond's at the bottom, and so was the guy that he saved. And now he's all exhausted. And then he's like, "Whoa!" Somebody touched him. He goes like, "It's okay, Dawes. We're on your side." And he's like, calming down now. And he's like, all the army guys around him, American army guys, are like giving him a hand. They're patting him on the shoulder, holding Desmond, the captain. He's fallen over. They're holding him up. He's tired. He doesn't know what to think. Are you wounded? The captain says. He thinks about it. No, he shakes his head very little bit. Let's get this soldier to the hospital right now. They're all looking at him in awe. All the other army guys are looking at him in awe. And the captain's making a way for him. Making way for him. And they're all looking at him. And all the other guys are making way, like moving out of the way for him. And then there's the water. Ooh, bloody blood is getting rinsed off him. There's a huge thing of water flowing down on top of his body. Now he has like, it shows him without a shirt on, and he has some bandages on. And he's looking at all the people that he saved. He's looking around the encampment, the room where all the injured are. Where's Irv? He didn't make it. The medic, his medic friend didn't make it. Sorry, the doctor says. He puts on his shirt now. He's trying to put on his shirt. Now he's by himself in the corner of the encampment, and the captain's coming over to him, and he's reading the Bible. Desmond's reading the Bible. And the captain looks at him. All I saw was a skinny kid. I didn't know who you were. That's the captain still talking to Desmond. You've done more than any other man could have done to serve your country. I hope one day you can forgive me, the captain says. We have to go back up tomorrow, the captain says. I realized tomorrow is your Sabbath. Most men here don't believe like you do. They believe so much. And how much you believe. What you did on the ridge is short of a miracle. And they're not going to go up without you. Now they're all standing in front of the ridge, ready to go. The army guys, the American army guys. You're supposed to set the assault 10 minutes ago. What are you waiting for? For Private Doss to finish praying for us. He puts away his little Bible. And he turns around to face the guys. And the captain looks at him, gives him a nod, and they put on their helmets. They look up at the ridge. Let's go to work, they say. And then all the army guys start heading toward the rope ladder. And they're all starting to go up the rope ladder. And now they're on the battlefield. They're running. They're running slow motion. And they're shooting. They're now shooting. Bombs are going off. Japanese guys are dying. So are American guys are dying too. Shooting. Slow motion. Everything's in slow motion. They're going forward, the Americans. It looks like the Japanese are losing their position. They're all going down. Some hand-to-hand combat. Explosions. People on fire. A guy on fire. Dead bodies all over. The Americans seem to be winning. They're taking the position. They're taking out a bunch of Japanese people. They're throwing a satchel that's really a bomb satchel into a hole. And then they're shooting a flamethrower into one of the tunnels, and the bomb goes off and kills a bunch of Japanese in the tunnel. They're just getting like a napalm bomb. Now the Japanese are drinking some sake, and they have a surrender, a white flag. The Japanese are giving the white flag, and they're like, "Get down, get down." And they all have no shirts on, and they have their hands behind their back, the Japanese, and their hands are up, and they have the white flag on one of the guns. And then they open up, they got grenades. They're throwing grenades now. And they're like, "Get out of the way." They're throwing the grenades. And they Desmond hit one of the grenades and kicked another grenade. Oh, and went off in the air. And now they're just shooting all the Japanese that were pretending to surrender. Desmond is hit. His leg is totaled. He got morphine. Giving him some morphine. Get him out of here. Desmond is hurt. My Bible, he says. Stop taking him on my Bible, he says. Okay, so the guy runs back. And then there's a Japanese symbol, and these Japanese are taking off their shirt, and they have like this Japanese guy. Oh, Japanese are dying. The Americans are taking over the position. Japanese are dying and dying. The Japanese guy is taking out a sword. He has no shirt on. There's some Japanese surrendering. They have no shirts on. He takes a small blade. It's not a full-size blade. Oh, the guy finds his Bible. Desmond's Bible. One of the army guys. They're retreating. They're surrendering, the Japanese. And the Japanese guy in the bunker, he nods his head. And the Japanese are surrendering. Oh, he kills him. He puts the knife into his gut. Harikiri, I think it's called. And he cuts himself. And then he cuts his head off. The other guy cuts his head off with a samurai sword. You're going home, Desmond. We've taken Hacksaw. And he's on a stretcher. And there are ropes. Desmond, here's Bible. Here's your Bible, he said. Well, that doesn't say it, but he shows him his Bible. And then they let him down the ridge by a rope. So Desmond's off the battlefield. His leg is shredded. And he has his Bible in one hand. And he's just lying there. He's heavy breathing. And he closes his eyes. And the shot of him. He's still in the air. He's coming down by ropes from the battlefield. And then there's a shot below him and seeing the sky. And then fade to black. And then they're showing Desmond Dawes carried 75 wounded men to safety on Hacksaw Ridge. Shows old black and white footage of him he was the first conscientious objector to receive the Medal of Honor, America's highest award for courage under fire. And there's old photos of him and his wife, I guess. Oh no, it's a video. Desmond and Dorothy were married until her death in 1991. There's photos of him and her together. Of his own heroics, he remains characteristically modest, giving all his credit to his God. Desmond Dawes, 2003. Please get one more, he says. The real Desmond. Please get me one more. He said simply, the real heroes are buried over there. And it shows a shot of him at the real Desmond. Harold Dawes. Hal. When you're on conviction. Sorry about that. I ran out of battery power. So hopefully I can get this done. And we're right at the end. They're doing real interviews with the real people. He's saying how he saved a guy. Desmond is telling how he saved a guy that he thought was blind. The big smile he gave him. It's repaid. Desmond Dawes passed away at the age of 87 in March 2006. Okay, that's it. So like 1 minute left and I ran out of power on my battery, on my camera. So, okay. Done is done. That was good, man. That is so good. Action and just the whole story, everything was so good about. I'm gonna watch that again maybe. Okay. So I ended here. Okay. Signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.